Hi there. So I'd like to talk about the most difficult kinds of struggle. Yeah, so I look at a lot of motivational speakers, people who are especially in the field of athletics, and they talk about how tough it is, right? But there are different kinds of different levels of what you call challenge that you have to face in this life. The highest level of challenge, the more you try to understand the purpose of life and take life by the horns, the more challenging it's going to become. So most people settle at a superficial level or on the bodily level or for the sake of money, right? That's where they settle. But they cannot go further than that because their currency of feelings is not to that level. So feelings is like currency. Sometimes I describe feelings as our superpower, our very means of for peace and happiness. But you can see feelings as a currency. If you don't have enough feelings, this currency, you will not be able to perceive different levels of challenges, different levels of obstacles that you have to overcome. So we have a lot of motivational speakers. They talk a lot of stuff, but basically they don't practice feelings. They don't practice the humane, an adequate human perception. They don't practice these things, although they want to. Everybody wants to try their best, but however, we must expand our our understanding of what human nature really means. And when you understand human nature, then you will understand the bigger challenge that we have to face in this life. So uh, yes, so people they work out, they try to get muscles and say, "Oh yes, this is the life. This is you're gonna become successful and you're gonna star in maybe you can get a job in the movies." Young people like to hear these things, yeah. And then you can become like Superman or Batman or Superman, Batman, or Spider Man, and this could be like a nice thing. So people try to entertain different levels of solving problems in order to people people do not know what to do, so they start to fantasize Superman, Batman, and so on. So this is the industry. This is the world that we're living in. So no one is trying to become human. People want to become Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, but not human. Just see all the movies, all the big muscles, all the fancy things that are trying to catch the eyes of especially the younger generation. And of course, think it will be catchy because the mind is a vacuum. If you're not properly situated in being a human, then the other kinds of man will come towards you. Will be your mind will absorb, like a vacuum, all these other man, including hopefully not anti-man, right? There's those men that well, they don't have the masculine nature basically. So and a lot of young people are attracted. The mind is absorbing this kind of lifestyle of feminine nature, to sit down a lot and to talk and dictate, and but not to set an example of how to live the life. Yeah. So that's the situation of the world these days, and for me personally, I and for all of us basically, no matter who you are in this world, we want to be ourselves. If you're a man, or mostly man, you still want to be a man, right? You get where I'm coming from. Or if you're a woman or mostly woman, you try to be a good woman. Yes. So, uh, yeah. So men, we all have the interest. We all, as men or women, we all have the interest of being ourselves and trying to have family that is independent when it comes to survival. Yes. So We have to take up the mantle. We have to dive deep. We have to go deep and try to get agriculture going within the families. Nobody's gonna do it because, as I said, the situation with men these days, they are brainwashed. You can say the masculine hormones has been washed, you know, and replaced. So they sit down a lot, and they do not go to the land, and at least their family should have fruits, vegetables, herbs, and so on. So have to, we cannot give up. We have to make sure that our family, your own family, has opportunity, has what's that word? Supply, has supply for fruits, vegetables, and water, and do not depend on others for these kind of things. You must take control. So that is the highest level of challenge that we have to face in this world, where you have to take care of your survival and do not let another man dictate your survival for you, right? You cannot make that happen. Okay, so that's the highest challenge, not these jokey challenges and these fun. That is and what is the word I use again? Fantasizing. People fantasize now how to deal with problems, huh? And the younger generation just give up on everything. Yes. Okay, so yes, a shout out to the young men. You guys are our future. You guys are gonna have to lead your family. Don't make another man dictate where your food is coming from. The number one survival requirement, food. And if you take control of your food, positive, free of bloodshed and slaughter, then you'll be inputting positivity, strength, and you will understand why this life is the way it is. That's for the young men. The ladies, take this seriously, so you can assist your husband. You guys can work together to make sure that society, or the stronger in society, that they do not dominate over your food supply. Food is your medicine. Food is your nutrition. Don't make joke with your supply of food. Yes. Okay, so that's the greatest challenge. Not these that you work and you're a nurse and you function so nicely as a nurse and I'm successful as a nurse. Nah, it won't work because nurse is just a smaller picture. Surfing which theory? Survival of the fittest. Animal theory. So whether you be the best nurse or the best teacher or the best doctor or the best cleaner or the best lawyer, depending on the theory that you're following, so it is going to be successful and worthy of being glorified. Nothing now right now is worthy of being glorified because you're following the wrong theory. We are following the wrong theory. So don't glorify it. It's like, I think I'm gonna have to give some analogy. I have a few minutes there. Okay, the daughter is hungry. I gave this analogy before. The daughter is hungry. Now, glorify the mother who let a child prepare a dinner that's both nutritious and to her liking. Child will cook it, right? It's nutritious, beneficial, and she can if she does not know how to cook, she will learn to cook because it's going to be exciting, right? At the end of the day, she can picture a beautiful meal. The end justify the means. So similarly, in this life, what are we serving? Which theory are we serving? Survival of the fittest, animal theory, or equal survival opportunity, humane theory? So people are serving survival of the fittest, get rich or die trying, and they're trying to do it nicely. Be a nice doctor, be a nice teacher, under the wrong theory. So the end justify the means. It will not work out successful. Just like in the analogy, the child will suffer because she will go to bed hungry. Her mom will teach her this skill and that skill, but since it does not pertain to the end result of a proper food, there is no benefit. There's no real true benefit, and we're seeing that happening in our society. I think I might go to 15 minutes because I don't want to rush the video. All right, sorry about the lighting. All right, what can I do? It's the kind of phone now. So yeah, that's the thing. I think a 15 minutes is not bad. So um, yeah, that's the greatest challenge. We cannot make relative challenge, as I said, following the wrong theory and make that worthy of being glorified, worthy of you put your medals and your little piece of gold and some. If you accomplish something as an adult, a little child come with a little garland around you, you put it, and she kissed you or he kissed you, whatever the little reward is. Don't 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 take it serious, because people do not know what's good for them. People do not know what real glorification is. People don't know what who should you give a real reward to. The people who are actually benefiting this planet right now, who are living simple, well, who are growing organic foods and feeding their families and showing others how to live simple and happy, they are not getting a single medal, no peace goal, not even acknowledged, because they do not want to acknowledge these people, because these people are these people are not contributing to an imbalanced society where a group of people gets stronger whilst the majority gets weaker. They do not glorify these people because the stronger has to become stronger. So persons who are living simple will never be glorified, and they are the simple and self-sufficient, right? But they are the ones who are to be glorified. Yes. So some politician come wrong and start to talk things that you don't, that seem to be advanced, yet you don't understand much about what he or she is talking about. Nothing. That's a way. Politics is always politics. There's nothing. There's nothing as good politics. So, there's nothing as good politics. So it's a waste of time. But leadership begins right at home. Charity begins at home. Helping people begins at home. It begins in the garden. Yes. When a man can know that his family is healthy and having nutritional requirements met, then that man is worthy of being glorified. Not politics. Politics means you sit on the desk, you talk about this street and that street and this something. It's infrastructure, and there's hunger in the hearts of thousands of people. Or even live in a big country, it's gonna be millions of people who be hungry. Where's the stats? Where's the survey? But obviously, people are struggling for food right now. Right? People are struggling. What is going to cook for dinner? What's the quality of food? Does the supermarket still have the food? All because there's no example of how to grow the food right in your own yard, and that's called leadership. Okay, so I don't want you guys to get too excited with this whole political thing. Yeah, the money will be circulating and stuff, but keep your head screwed on. Keep your head screwed on. So Guyana, you're talking about oil. Oil is like a lion. That's called oil. And agriculture is like a little kitten. You compare the kitten, goes meow. Nice kitten, right? So if you cannot manage the kitten, how are you gonna manage a tiger? When you're signing contract, you're signing contract on behalf of all the fish in the sea and the ocean. You're signing contract on behalf of them. So guys, what rain can fall, dew can fall. Let me put it in one. Let me talk properly, because what rain cannot fall, dew will not be able to fill. I hope that's better, right? It means that if agriculture can do it, according to Maslow's hierarchy, if agriculture cannot make society stable, independent, organic, plant-based lifestyle through agriculture, then nothing will be able to do that. Nothing. right? So that's the most important. Okay, 50 minutes. Thank you.